Welcome everybody back to Talk to Me in Korean. It is time to answer another Korean question. So let's go. 안녕하세요, 선현우입니다. Hi, I'm Hyunwoo from Talk to Me in Korean as usual. And today I have this question to answer. We got this question on Twitter from Dan. 안녕하세요. What is the difference between 뭐 and 무슨? So we answered this question like this. You know, 뭐 is a pronoun and 무슨 is an adjective. So you need to add a noun after 무슨, like 무슨 옷, 무슨 말, 무슨 색. And then we got another question, a follow-up question from Ini, asking, okay, so what is the difference between 무슨 and another word, which is 어떤? And Diana also asked, could you elaborate a bit on the difference between 무슨, 어느, and 어떤? So we have 4 words that have been mentioned here, 뭐, 무슨, 어느, and 어떤. So we decided, why not cover all 4 of them? Why not discover how they are, well, different. So, 뭐, 무슨, 어떤, and 어느 are what we're going to be talking about in this video. So to give you the bottom line, 뭐 is what. It's a pronoun, okay? And then 무슨 is an adjective what. So what plus noun, and or it can also mean what kind of so and so. And 어떤 is also what kind of. It is also translated to what kind of. And 어떤 is used to talk about what someone is like or what a movie is like. And then 어느 is which, when you're talking about which of these or which of these people do you want to pick, something like that. So that's the bottom line. But of course, as with any new word you learn, this is not enough. So a lot of sample sentences will be given to you, so please pay attention, all right? So let's focus first on this one, 뭐. So 뭐 is a pronoun, and you can use it pretty much in the same way that you would use what as a pronoun in English. So here are some sample sentences. So whenever you want to ask, what is this? You say 이거 뭐예요? So 뭐 here is the pronoun 뭐. So 이거 뭐예요? What is this? Or this is what, more literally translated. And what is that? When you want to ask that, you say 저거, pointing at something that is far away from you and also far away from the listener. You can say 저거 뭐예요? That one over there, what is it? 뭐예요? And also when you're talking about a concept that you're not familiar with, like what is this? What is that thing that you're talking about? I don't know what it is. In that case, you can say something like 스마트폰이 뭐예요? 스마트폰이 뭐예요? If you didn't know what smartphones were. So what is a smartphone? So just like this, you know, what is so and so? What is that? What is this? It's very straightforward. In that case, that's the simplest of all these words, right? So 뭐 is what as a pronoun, all right? Almost like a noun. And then moving on to 무슨. 무슨 is also translated to what? But it has to precede a noun. It has to come before a noun. And if you just end it like that, like 무슨 and then finish the sentence, or 무슨 이에요, it's not very natural in most cases. So here are some sample phrases. How about like this, 무슨 맛? So as you can see here, 무슨 is followed by 맛, which means flavor or taste. 무슨 맛, 무슨 맛. So what flavor do you like? 무슨 맛 좋아해요? Here in this case, you wouldn't say 뭐 맛 좋아해요, because 뭐 in itself is complete, so you don't really put 뭐 in front of other nouns in most cases. So 무슨 맛 좋아해요 is much more natural. 무슨 맛 좋아해요. And what sound is that? When you heard a loud thump or something like that, you can say, oh, 무슨 소리예요? 무슨 소리예요? Or also when you don't understand what this person is saying, you're like, what are you talking about? What are you saying? In that case as well, you can say 무슨 소리예요? 무슨 소리예요? So 무슨 plus sound, 소리, 무슨 소리. So it's a noun that follows 무슨. It's a noun that follows 무슨. So 무슨 is modifying 소리, 맛 here, and 무슨 책. What book is that? When you say 무슨 책이에요, like you see here, what kind of, this meaning can be possible. So 무슨 책이에요? When someone asks you, they might be talking about what book is it? What's the title of the book? You know, that might be the only information that they need. Or it can also be that they want, you know, you to describe the book. What kind of book is it? 무슨 책이에요? So 무슨 is, the main difference between 뭐 and 무슨 is 무슨 should be followed by another noun, a noun. And then moving on to 어떤. 어떤 and 무슨, I think probably the difference between 무슨 and 어떤 is the most difficult one to understand between the differences between all these various combinations of these words. So 어떤 is, again, in the same way, what kind of plus noun, that's why it's confusing, but also it is used when you are describing something more often. So some sample sentences. What kind of books do you like? 어떤 책 좋아하세요? 어떤 책 좋아하세요? So when you say that, 무슨 책 좋아하세요 is also possible using this, you know, what kind of book do you like? But 어떤 is more about what style of book do you like? What type of book do you like? Do you like stories with lots of twists? Do you like books that are long? Do you like books that are about love triangles and things like that? You know, 어떤 has that feel, you know, of just, I guess, more descriptions than 무슨. And 어떤 음악 좋아하세요? What kind of music do you like? 어떤 음악 좋아하세요? It sounds like, you know, you want the other person to describe the kind of music that they like. Whereas 무슨 음악 좋아하세요? For that, the answer can be descriptions of music they like, but it can also just be a genre name, right? And then what is he like? You know, what is your father like? What is your boyfriend like? What is your girlfriend like? You can say 그 사람 어떤 사람이에요. You never say 무슨 사람이에요 because you would be categorizing people into, I don't know, inappropriate titles. So 그 사람 어떤 사람이에요 is much more natural, and it's the only way to say what is he like or what is she like. All right? Finally, we have 어느. 어느 is quite easy to understand. 어느 is just which. When you are given many options to choose from, 어느 is just pointing at something. So which way is it? 쪽 is side or direction. So 어느 쪽이에요? Is it this way? Is it that way? Of course, there can be a million different directions, micro directions, but usually it's either that way, this way, or, you know, things like that. So 어느 쪽이에요? Which way is it? 어느 쪽이에요? Which book did you choose? 어느 책 골랐어요? 어느 책 골랐어요? This kind of question is possible when you know what the options were, roughly. 어느 책 골랐어요? When you didn't even go to the bookstore with the listener, when you didn't even have any, you know, even rough ideas about the book selection, you cannot say this. You must have had a look at some of the choices. 어느 책 골랐어요? Okay? And which color is better? This is also very straightforward. There's this red, there's this lighter red, or this yellow. 어느 색이 더 나아요? Which color is better? You wouldn't use any of, well, you could, but in most cases you would just pick 어느 to specifically say which. All right? So that's that. But let's look at some meaning changes that occur when you compare some of these sample sentences side by side. So here we have 무슨 and 어떤, okay? 이거 무슨 책이에요? And 이거 어떤 책이에요? They can be roughly translated to the same English sentence of what kind of book is it? You know, what kind of book is it? 이거 무슨 책이에요? 이거 어떤 책이에요? But like I said, 어떤 책이에요 is more like what does it make you feel, or, you know, what kind of style is this writing, things like that. And 이거 무슨 책이에요? To answer this question, you can simply say, oh, it's a science book, right? But if you get asked, 이거 어떤 책이에요? You might want to tell the person a little more about the book. And then, how about these two sentences? 어떤 책이 좋아요? And 어느 책이 좋아요? So 어떤 책이 좋아요? again, like I said, it's more about describing the book itself, and 어느 책이 좋아요 is which book do you like better, or which book is good, which book is better. 어떤 책이 좋아요? What kind of book is good? That's the difference. And how about these two? 무슨 영화 봐요? 무슨 영화 봐요 is, imagine someone is watching something on Netflix and you're just passing by and saying, what are you watching? What movie are you watching? 무슨 영화 봐요? It's good, it's very natural. But you can also use 뭐, the word that I told you that you can't use with another noun. You can use it if the order is switched. You cannot say 뭐 영화 봐요. You can actually say, however, 영화 뭐 봐요. You are mentioning the word 영화 to kind of let the other person know that you're talking about the movie that the person is watching, and then say 뭐 봐요? 영화 뭐 봐요? What are you watching? Okay, that's possible. So these two mean the same thing. And lastly, 어느 영화 봐요 would be which movie are you watching, and 무슨 영화 봐요 would be what kind of movie are you watching, or what movie are you watching. For this one to make sense, you need to have some kind of knowledge of some of the options that the viewer has, and 무슨 영화 봐요 is, it's just an open-ended question, okay? So there you go. That was our quick Korean Q&A about the differences between 무슨, 뭐, 어떤, and 어느. I hope this helped you. And if you want to learn more Korean, please go to talktomeinkorean.com. And if you want to get our books, please go to our online bookstore at mykoreanstore.com. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.